All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. And I have got a pet peeve that I just got to get off my chest today. So I don't know what's going on with our UPS, FedEx, and our United States Postal Service, but man, the past few weeks I've had some orders that have been just the stuff that's been going on has been crazy. And I want to tell you guys about it because it's driving me bonkers. And I don't know what they're doing in this country, in this world, or how they're delivering our packages, but it's getting a little ridiculous. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen some of my past videos where I was griping about Guitar Center and UPS because I got some good gear shipped to me that was pretty much smashed and the boxes were smashed and everything. Fortunately, the gear survived, but I had like a guitar headstock sticking out and everything like that. But now it's crazy what's going on. I had some things coming that I ordered, and this happened with the United States Postal Service. It happened with FedEx and it happened with UPS. All three of them. My wife and I had some stuff ordered, and I'm just going to talk about the one thing that happened to me. So. My wife had something we'll talk about it all. My wife had something she ordered over a month ago, right? Was tracking it, couldn't find it. They didn't know what happened, thought it was lost. They kept saying you can file for a refund at this time. She kept saying, I don't want a refund, I want the item. Over a month goes by, they finally say, you know what, we're just going to refund you the money because we don't know where the package is at. You're obviously not going to get it. It's done, right? So she gets her refund, everything, and she's like, well, I really like this, so I don't know what I'm going to do now. And then the next thing you know, a couple days later, lo and behold, the thing that never showed up ends up showing up in our mailbox. And so she got a refund for it, but it ended up showing up anyway. So it's just so weird. And then you got to try to figure out how to say, hey, you call them up and say, hey, it showed up, you got to refund it. And the crazy thing that blows my mind is they're just like, just keep it, don't worry about it. It took so long, you get to have it. So I don't know how these guys are doing business. But then, we had the same thing happen with a FedEx package that supposedly shipped, was supposed to be here. It was sitting at the FedEx office for like 3 or 4 days. And then the next thing we find out, we get a notice that says it's not there. It's delayed by weather. But for 3 days, it's been showing that it was sitting there, at our facility. And then next thing you know, it says it's delayed by weather and it's still stuck in another state. And the funny thing about it is that eventually that thing was still showing that it was stuck in another state, and we're trying to track it down and find it, and then it just shows up at our door, And then I had 2 packages actually from UPS that I tracked it. I followed the tracking on it. They showed up in my town and stuff, and it said it was now. These packages, understand, also all said they were out for delivery. The FedEx package I was just talking about said it was out for delivery 3 days in a row, and then all of a sudden it said it was delayed. So the same thing happened with my UPS packages, was that they showed up in the town that I live in. They said they were out for delivery, and then the next thing so here's the best part about this. My package says it's out for delivery at 9:40 a.m. in the morning, right? And then at 12 o'clock in the afternoon on the same day, it says now it's delayed due to bad weather in Illinois. Now, I live in Virginia. I don't live in Illinois. The package said it was out for delivery in Virginia, where I live, not in Illinois. Yet, in the morning, it says that it's out for delivery in Virginia, and then 3 hours later, it says that it's delayed by bad weather in Illinois, which made no sense to me. I'm like, how is that possible? Did it not make it here? Whatever. So I start calling to find out what's going on, because this package shows that it's out for delivery in Virginia, where I live, but now they're saying it got delayed in Illinois. Now, here's the problem with all 3 of these companies, and this is what I want to get to, is that when you call their customer service to find out where your packages are, their customer service representatives are in the Philippines. They are not in America. Okay? So that's a problem right there, because when you're trying to talk to somebody about where your package is at and why it's in this state instead of this state when it's showing this state and that state, but the person you're talking to lives on an island in the Philippines, they don't understand the geography of America. And so they're going to give you the company line, and they're going to see what you can see, and they're going to say, well, it's showing that your package is delayed in there, and they're going to try to get out to you the next day, and you're trying to explain to them, but the package is delayed in Illinois, and I live in Virginia, and it was out for delivery in Virginia, and for me to go to Illinois, like where the package supposedly, like from my house in Virginia to where they're saying that it got delayed at, is a 2-day drive. It's almost 800 miles away from where I live. So I was like, make this make sense, that you're telling me that this package was in the town that I lived in, it was out for delivery, and then 3 hours later, it's back in Illinois, which takes 2 days to drive to. and this person that I'm talking to is in the Philippines. He doesn't understand the geography. Keeps giving me the same runaround. Well, the driver tried to deliver it. I was like, how did the driver try to deliver it? I was like, if you're telling me it's in Illinois and I live in Virginia and it was out for delivery in Virginia, but now you're telling me it's back in Illinois. So the first guy I talked to hung up on me because he doesn't understand, because he's a Filipino that's in the Philippines that is trying to understand geography of America and doesn't get it. So he got frustrated, just hung up on me. Now this is the UPS customer support people, and I'm just asking questions. I'm like, why is my package saying that it's out for delivery, and then all of a sudden 3 hours later it says it's delayed, and it says it's delayed in another state when it says it's been in Virginia for 3 days? So I'm trying to figure this out. So I have to call back, right? So I call back and I get this lady. She's a very nice lady. Ask her, where are they at? She tells me they're in the Philippines. That's how I found out they were in the Philippines. And so I explained to her the whole situation. Well, she's not grasping it either, that I'm in Virginia and Illinois is over here and it's like a 2-day drive, because they live on an island and they can get to everything in a day. So I said, let me give it to you in this kind of terms. I said, you order something and it's supposed to be delivered on your island in the Philippines to your house. And you get a notification in the morning that it says it's out for delivery. And then a couple hours later, you get a notification and tell you that it was delayed by bad weather because it's stuck in South Africa. And that's when the light bulb went on with her, and she realizes, oh, okay, I get it. Because they don't understand geography. They don't understand how big America is and how the states are and everything like that. So at least this lady was nice enough to say, I will call the facility where it's supposed to be at, and I will call you back. So I get off the phone with her. I wait about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and she actually does call me back. Well, she calls me back, and this is what she tells me. Now, she contacted the facility here where I live to see where my package was at. And this is what she told me she was told. They said that the package is stuck in Illinois, and it won't be delivered till Monday. And this was on Friday. And they say that it's going to be delivered on Monday. You'll get it Monday, sometime Monday. And that's what they told her. And I'm like, okay. So I get off the phone with her, right? Well, then the next thing that happens is a couple hours later, evening time rolls around, a few hours later rolls around, and it's about 7:30, maybe 8 o'clock at night, and all of a sudden, here comes the UPS driver driving up our driveway, and lo and behold, guess what? He's got my package on his truck, and he's delivering to him. Not only does he have one, he has both of them that were missing because nobody could figure out where they were at, and he's got both of them on the truck. But, ironically, the customer support and the local facility here said that they didn't have it, it wasn't there, and then they weren't going to get delivered till Monday, yet they were out on the truck for delivery. And in the morning, it did say out on the truck for delivery, but then a couple hours later, they said it was stuck due to weather in Illinois, and I live in Virginia. If you guys want to look on a map, you can see how far away that is, because it was up around Chicago where it was supposedly stuck at. And that's what I got told. So, make it make sense to me. Make it make sense to me. Like, what are these people doing? And it makes you wonder how you get any mail at all. And I've had this problem with the Postal Service, with UPS, and with FedEx now, that you're getting different discrepancies. Like, you get these updates that say where your package is at, but one day your package is where it's supposed to be, and the next day it's in a whole other state that's not even in the right direction of where it's supposed to go in. I mean, what is going on? I don't know, but it's just driving me bonkers, and it makes me like, I don't want to order anything anymore, because it's like a crapshoot if you're even going to get what you order anymore. My wife has had so many things canceled the past couple weeks when she's ordered stuff. Instead of getting what she needs, it keeps getting canceled. She has to go try to find it somewhere else, and then she'll order it again, and then it gets canceled. I mean, what are we doing? Is all this stuff like so linked into China now that everything's going on that they're just canceling orders? I mean, I got no idea what's going on. I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts on what you think's going on, if you guys have had issues as well. But I just needed to get that off my chest because it's driving me crazy. It makes no sense to me. And don't waste your time calling customer support for UPS, FedEx, or your local postal service, because they're not going to help you, because you're going to talk to somebody in the Philippines that has no clue about what you're talking about. The only thing they're going to do is look at the same stuff that you see, and they're going to spew off a bunch of nonsense to you that you already know by looking at it. It's not even worth your time to try to call and figure out what's going on with it. And that's what I learned through this whole process, is that if you call customer support for any one of these companies, you're going to get somebody in the Philippines that has no clue about the geography of what's going on in America. And the only thing they're going to tell you is what you're already seeing on the updates that they're sending you. That's the other thing I learned, is they just look at the same updates you're seeing. They can try to call the facility where it's supposed to be at, but you're going to get just a bullshit answer is what you're going to get. I mean, they just throw out whatever. So pretty crazy to me to think that that's how our postal service and our delivery services are working these days. I don't know what's going on with it. It kind of is bonkers. There's so much weird stuff going on, man. I can't even keep track of it. I mean, everything, the cycles of things that are going on changes like every 3 hours now. It's just madness. So anyway, questions, comments, thoughts down below. Leave it down there. I appreciate all you guys for subscribing and watching the channel. See you guys on the next one.